Hello, it's Mari. This game is Final Fight. I heard it varies by neighborhood, but it was also called Pelgel. The difficulty is set to the hardest, and the character I will play is Mr. Shijang. Many people know Haggar as a trash, but it's a quite comfortable character to play in the game. You may be surprised to see people calling it complete trash, as it's not that bad. Haggar's throwing is a backflip motion, but it really plays a big role. It's due to the weightlessness and destructive force. Many people doubt Haggar's ability to do a backflip, but Haggar successfully performs one. Did you see the backflip damage just now? It really has an incredible destructive power. Friends who rush in like this use a dunk shot. The basic attack of the Hulk is slow to activate, so it's hard to match the timing of the attackers. We've arrived at the area where the Stage 1 boss is. I'll deal with the minions and try to defeat the boss. I will do it. The Hulk's attack is a method of putting in one hit at a time. I'm not perfect yet, but I think it's okay if I hit it rhythmically. I think everyone can do it too. From this stage, new characters will appear. The characters are Poison and Andre. Poison flies around and Andre jumps. Both appeared in the Street Fighter series. It starts from Street Fighter 3. In Street Fighter 3, Andre was a playable character and Poison was a character for the story, but later in Street Fighter 4, both become playable. Currently, they have appeared up to SF5, with Abigail replacing Andre, and Poison has participated once again. I also play SF5, but Poison is too strong. I request a nerf. If we deal with these guys now, we'll be on top of the subway. The final fight starts from taking over the subway. You can see that the artificial intelligence is not a joke. It can raise the difficulty to the point where everything that can be raised is raised. Proceed forward confidently as you near. It's faster to break through by charging than to fight bit by bit, isn't it? That friend of mine, Kaljevi, is quite rich. A single hit causes significant pain, so avoid it as much as possible. The judgment of the backdrop is definitely helpful. The incoming enemies are stopped with the same drop gear as Stage 1. Andre's friend also said that since Lich is long, he allowed one punch and stopped. I want to go to the end quickly by train. At last, it appears all has arrived. Usually, I go up on the roof by ladder and wait there for about 3 minutes, then the subway stops. But if I do that, it's boring and not fun. I will just adjust everything. I pressed AB because I thought I would get hit. The stamina consumption of AB is less than getting hit. Always think logically. I Finally got off at the subway. Be careful because the drum can is slippery in front. Riding a drop kick like this is safe. That explosive barrel does a lot of damage, so be careful. We are about to meet the boss of the second stage. The boss's name is Sodo. Sodo is also a character who fights in the spa. There is no series that he fought other than the Zero series, but when I first saw Sodo in the spa, I was strangely attracted. Sodo, who has knocked down all of Japan, is now a meal. If you handle it properly while playing, it will work. It is. Momori did it as a reselling junk food driver. It seems like he brought the bonus game of Street Fighter 2. I will speed up this part because it is boring. I will start the third stage. The early stages are easy, no matter what stage it is. Even though it wasn't right, I was overwhelmed by the pressure and ended up pressing AB and stopped. The invincibility time of the backflip was long, so I didn't get hit by Andre's attack. Just grab Andre and head straight to the bar. Mr. Shutt always stands out by not following others. Hago's pipe extends his reach and increases his attack speed compared to other characters. I can't feel that way, but I've heard that it does. I was fortunate to evade the attack and even threw a Chinese gong dang. Couldn't avoid the dangerous moment with a backflip. My friend Andre came to rescue me. In a single-player game, these two are the end, but when playing in 2-3 people come out. If you keep going like this, you'll be assembled into a weapon. The mid-boss stage was easier than expected, right? You make good use of the strongest technique, back dunk. Now, the starting point of the poising is quite painful. Finally, the stage boss appears. Eddie's reach is really long, but his lethality is in the grab range. So to avoid getting grabbed, you have to move strategically. That spinning kick has a long reach, but the damage is also significant. Even if you put in a spread using this kind of stagger, sometimes it's safe to put in a deal for security. It's good to use it. Eddie's friend got hit by a shotgun, unfortunately. Finally, we've cleared the stage. Stage 4 is an industrial zone. A fire will soon spread, but if you only move horizontally from the start, avoiding vertical movement, you'll evade the flames. Did you see? I easily passed through the fire. From here, it's hard if you don't move up and down, so you just have to proceed. The fire starts to rise like this, but not only do I get hit by the fire, but the zombies also get hit, so a fair fight ensues. I luckily caught the line and avoided the fire. Usually when I catch the line, I check if the end of the line has gone into the fire. If the end of the line has gone into the fire, it's half successful. Because you can't see the details while fighting, it's also a technique to some extent to get hit by luck. The last android has also been completed. It's done. It seems to have cut off half the power in room 4. It's not easy to catch them like this, but it's good because I can quickly catch the culprits. If it's dangerous, please immediately press AB. Those who only throw stones can't take me down, so I must escape from the stone hell before I get buried. I wonder how much chalk I had. There's a ton of chalk on the floor. This is the lift area where you can meet the boss. The lift area is shorter than I thought, so I can meet the boss quickly. Of course, you have to deal with some monsters, but it's not dangerous because they don't appear in large numbers. The boss Laurento is diligently riding a saw. The last 3 zombies are in the sleeping area. If possible, please take care of the zombies first. Now, a one-on-one match with the boss has been successful. Laurento is a character that also appears in the Street Fighter series. He has appeared in many works such as Zero, Capcom vs SNK 2 Street Fighter X Tekken, and Street Fighter 4. He's an ex-Special Forces soldier skilled with weapons, but to our boss, he's just a child. We've cleared Laurento very easily. The bonus stage will challenge us. It's a harmless space, so we will take the delivery. Finally, we've reached the 5th stage. We gather enemies to deal with them, going as far as we can to get away. This is the furthest place we can go right now. You know AB, right? If I get hit by that pitch, it's going to hurt a lot, so I definitely won't let it hit me. Move as far back as possible again. When you see the drum, the Andromeda will appear soon. It's impossible to cover with a drop kick, so I wrote A and B. Even in my younger days, I used to take such drum or explosive attacks evenly, and I'm still satisfied with it. Let's keep moving forward again. I have arrived at the bathroom area. It appears well decorated with a pleasant aroma. Whether it's the United States or our country, the bathroom seems to be similar. It's hard to see now, but 20 years ago, there were many words like game slang on the walls or buildings. Is it a commonality of the world? They are good at playing cards, but in front of alcohol, even cards are impossible. Now my moving friends are incredibly fast. The speed of movement is incredibly fast. This is the farthest place we've come. From the back, you can see the castle, so we wrote Ab. Because we give out stamina items generously, we used AB wholeheartedly earlier. At peak performance, becoming a millionaire only required 3 rounds. I'm determined to achieve it. Once again, we're going far away. The stage boss, Abigail, has appeared. The attack pattern is similar to that of Andre, but everything is an upgraded version of Andre. Abigail participated in the latest work of Spot 5. The techniques of Abigail used in this game are very well reproduced. It's one of the characters you don't want to meet with poison and more. This high upward throw is also implemented. Abigail's reason for participating in the spy mission is interesting. As a Spartan, she would know the location of the supply car. In fact, Abigail owned that supply car. Because it's weak and dangerous, we will handle it carefully. I'm trying to catch them all, but the fatigue is interfering. After quickly transforming, the attack that throws them away is, as far as I know, the most painful attack you can see in this game. It's hard to break with a normal attack, so I'll aim for the neck with AB. I nearly died, but ultimately survived. Finally, we've reached the last stage of hope. The stamina of the zombies in the last stage has significantly increased compared to before. Advance to the next stage and push forward as much as possible. Avoid getting hit by the chandeliers above. They deal quite a lot of damage. It's quite convenient when all the enemies are on one side, but there's always someone watching our back.
Next!
See you in the video. It's a three-dimensional image. Because the last stage is full of traps, if you're not careful, you'll get hit in an instant. Of course, it would be easy if you just slowly advance and fight, but then there would be no fun in watching, right? I will bravely confront them all. Andrea brings out as many as 3 at once. Let's take a short break and continue. The characters are now bouncing around, probably due to the limit of the frame. I think there will be a problem with the wind bringing all the enemies to the front without me dealing with them. Even so, there's no big problem playing the game, so I'll try to keep going. Now that I've caught all the androids, I can pass this area smoothly. When I see my friends who are good at the game, they always seem like top-tier characters. I ended up eating the food I was saving for later. My friends who love spicy food don't seem to be helping me. They seem to be teasing me. The imaginary space also ended like this. If A and B weren't there, I think I wouldn't have been able to play at all. Ignoring the scary Andre, he advances. Is this the end where we can go now? Fortunately, Andre did not follow us. The jump attack is the only survival method I can do from here. Really, after gathering all the enemies into a bottleneck, I tried to annihilate them with a basic attack several times, but in this difficulty, it was a technique I could never do. Soon, 3 zombies will appear. If I had come in the middle, I would have started by getting hit, right? Remember the immediate shock a drum can deliver. Once you pass the door ahead, you can meet the boss. But there's nothing you can do if they come flying out from a place you can't see. Now the boss is in this last area. Continue to advance as before. Is there anyone in this area who hasn't been vaccinated yet? This is the final stretch. Hordes of zombies are attacking. We've survived by staying calm, but it'd be a pity to perish now, right? Just concentrate a little more and fight them off. I should have moved to the right, but I went left. I completely made the wrong decision and fought. Now, if we just deal with this friend, we're in the boss fight. Now, if we just look at the final boss, we're done. Thankfully, we've regained our strength here, so there's nothing to be afraid of now. We're entering with the final boss's daughter, Bakbaki. She's a character who fiercely throws fire, but if you use AB well, you won't get hit. When the boss's health drops to a certain level, the boss does not move to the left at all and only fights while holding the right rail. It seems like it's forcibly made to go there for the final cutscene. This is for that cutscene. Like this, we successfully finished the final fight with the highest difficulty. How did you all find the video? Do you still think the dismissal is a waste? I'm not sure where such rumors started, but in my opinion, once you get used to this character, I think it's the best character in this game. It's just that the speed is slow, but the basic attack reach is a huge merit. It's not a 1 versus 1 combat game, so in this case, I think it's possible to overcome the speed with a piercing attack. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it.